Still starting record. Okay. To explain percentage difference in the K values and testing the relationship, I will explain how to solve this example here in detail. This is also explained here, but not that much in detail. So I will actually relate it to your mark scheme and also your past paper and explain it in such a way so that you can answer the question in the past paper effectively. A student obtains data in table P1.4. The student has measured X and D, and you can see this is given to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. Tenth of a centimeter is to the nearest millimeter. The student has, that means the student has measured it using a ruler most probably. The first reading X was found to have an uncertainty of plus or minus 0.1. And you can see out of these 4 readings, the smallest is this one. So all of them would have been measured to the same uncertainty plus or minus 0.1 because the readings are given to the nearest 0.1 centimeters. And out of that, the smallest one is this. So this would have the largest percentage uncertainty. So the percentage uncertainty in this will be 0.1 divided by 2.0 into 100%. That will be the percentage uncertainty in out of these 4 quantities, which will give the largest percentage uncertainty, because we have to use that formula percentage. Now I have that in my handout here. The percentage uncertainty is uncertainty divided by measured value into 100%. Uncertainty is also called absolute uncertainty. So this we can also say uncertainty. Okay, so when we use this, it is then 0.1 divided by the smallest value, because the smallest value out of these 4 will give the largest uncertainty, largest percentage uncertainty. Uncertainty is the same, we can assume for all, and that way we can calculate the percentage uncertainty. But in this question, first we will find the percentage difference. And if the percentage difference is less than 10%, then we will need to find the largest percentage uncertainty and compare with that. But if it is greater than 10%, we don't need to compare it with the largest percentage uncertainty. So let's do that first. In your exam papers, you are supposed to calculate K values. Now in this case, the K is equal to D divided by X. Okay. If you look at an example, a paper, for example, so this is a past paper. If you look at this, you can see K, they will give something like this. Now in this case, K is equal to T squared over T squared times D. But in this example, the K, you can see here, the K will be D over X. Okay, and we have in this first row one set, and in the second row another set of values. So we will calculate K1 and K2. So K1 using the first set, that is 3 divided by 2, 3.0 divided by 2.0. Then we get 1.5000. Now why do we write 1.5000? I have mentioned it in the handout here, to write the K values to about 5 significant figures without rounding off first, because in the next part, which is in the percentage difference in K calculation, we have to use at least one more significant figure than what we used over here in the final answer. So that's why we write it to 5 significant figures here in both cases without rounding off. Okay, so when you use the calculator, you will get 1.5, but we write it 1.500. So there are no digits after the 5. So we just include some zeros there to show that there is nothing afterwards, and also to indicate it to 5 significant figures. Then after that, we round it off to the correct number of significant figures. Now in your question paper, there is a space to write the answer. Okay, so you have to write the final answer to the correct number of significant figures like this in that space. But before that, you can show the calculation like somewhere there to 5 significant figures without rounding off. Then finally, you round it off to the correct number. Same thing here. So we round it off to 2 significant figures here, because here we have 2 significant figures, here we have 2. So we write it to the lesser number of significant figures, which is 2. And over here we have 2 and 2. So we write it to 2 significant figures here. Here we have, now you can see when you use the calculator and do this division, you will get a long number. Okay, and I have rounded it off to the correct, sorry, without rounding off, I have written this to 5 significant figures. That's what you are supposed to do. Without rounding off, over here you write it to the correct number of, you write it to 5 significant figures in both cases. Then you round it off to the correct number. Now here 2 significant figures, here 3, so we write it to the lesser number of significant figures when it's multiplication or division. Again, if you're not familiar with the rules of significant figures or how to identify significant figures in a number, watch the 2 videos that I've uploaded on the channel about significant figures. Once you watch those 2 videos, you will learn everything you need to know about significant figures, and it will be easy to understand this then. So here we have 2 significant figures, here we have 3. Therefore our answer should be given to the lesser number of significant figures, which is in both cases here 2, so it should be given to 2. Now here you round it off to the correct number of significant figures. Okay, so it's 2.3, because if this number is 5 or more, you increase this by 1, so it's 2.3. Okay, so we got the 2k values, and the next step is to find the percentage difference in k. Now to get the percentage difference in k, we have to use the formula. Percentage difference is equal to the larger k value minus the smaller k value divided by the smallest k value. So this is the formula we use. Largest k value minus smallest k value divided by smallest k value into 100%. And in this question, there are only 2 k values. So but in some questions you can have 3 k values. So then in that case you need to take the largest and the smallest and use the formula. Since here there are only 2 k values, you get the difference in k values divided by the smaller k value. Okay, so here in this calculation you are supposed to use at least one more significant figure than what you used here or here. So here you have 2, here you have 2. Therefore here you have to use at least 3 significant figures. Okay, at least one more than this. Okay, so that is, here I can use either 3, 4 or even 5. So I'm using 3 here. So I have to then round this off to the round this off correctly, which is 2.29. And here also I use the same degree of precision. Here you can see I used 2 decimal places. So over here for this also I use the same degree of precision, which is 2 decimal places. So I round this off also 1.50. And this is the larger value, this is smaller value. So smallest largest value difference divided by smallest value. That is the formula we are using. I showed you that earlier on my handout. And then we get 53%. Now this is the same thing that they also got. Percentage uncertainties are usually given to 1 or 2 significant figures. So you can give this percentage difference to 2 significant figures. Then the next step is to state the criteria. Okay, it's better that you follow my method compared to this one, because they are not going into much detail and they have not actually rounded this off properly. So I am telling you the reason why you round it off like this. So you follow my method because that is more correct than the method in the book. Okay, then finally we have to state the criteria. Now I have stated this criterion in a way that you can almost write it for any past paper question if the percentage difference is greater than 10% or 20%. You can choose that percentage which you write here. Usually it's better if you write 10%. Okay, so let's check that. Okay. In the mark scheme, they look for the criterion and they check whether you compare this value to the criterion. So here is the criterion that I've written in pink, and in black I have compared it with the criterion. My criterion is that if the percentage difference in k, that is this one, okay, percentage difference, this is percentage difference in k, okay. So if the percentage difference in k is greater than 10%, comma, the results do not support the suggested relationship. We can write it like this if it is greater than 10%, and you can choose whether to write 10% or 20% here. Now if you write 20%, then the number should be greater than 20%. That is the percentage difference. Then only you can write the criteria this way. So since 10% is the smaller one, so even if it was 15%, then you can choose. But if you write 20% here, and if it was 15, then you can write this criterion. Okay, for you to write this criterion, that is for the specific example, it has to be a very large percentage difference, meaning it has to be greater than 10% if you're writing 10% here, or it has to be greater than 20% if you're writing 20% here. So it's better to write 10%, because 10% already is the lesser value. So anything more than that, you can write this criterion. So again, my criterion is that if the percentage difference, that is this, in K is greater than 10%, the results do not support the suggested relationship. Remember, if it's greater than this, it does not support. Okay, so this is your criterion. Now, if it was less than 10%, then you can't write this criterion. Then you have to compare with the largest percentage uncertainty. Okay, which is in that case, which is 0.1 divided by 2 into 100%. So you have to compare it with that. But here, no need to compare because it is already greater than 10%. If it's less than 10%, if the percentage difference in K is less than 10%, then you have to compare with the largest percentage uncertainty, and you have to if it is less than, if the percentage difference in K values is less than the largest percentage uncertainty, then the results support the suggested relationship. But if the percentage difference was greater than the largest percentage uncertainty, then the results do not support the suggested relationship. Now that is another question. We can do some more questions, then we can compare it with the if it is less than 10%. I think in the previous video, I did the previous example, which was this one, where we compared it with the largest percentage uncertainty. So you can watch that previous video where I solved the example 2 here, and there it is, you can see less than 10%. See, it is it's yeah, less than 10%, so 9.5. So that's why we compare it with this one. But here it is already greater than 10%, so it's much easier for us to write the criterion and compare it. Okay, so finally, since the percentage difference in K, which is 53%, is greater than 10%, value here, the results do not support the suggested relationship. Okay, I missed the word do here. Do not support the suggested relationship. That's what you need to write. Okay, so you can see they have written the uncertainty in the first value of X is 5%. That is, they are finding this one. Okay, 0.1 divided by 2 into 100%. And since this percentage difference between the ratios is 53%, is much greater, the evidence does not support the suggested relationship. Okay, so anyway, this is the better way to do it. This is what your mark schemes and other questions look for. Okay, so we compare with the largest percentage uncertainty if it is less than 10%. If it is greater, it is not really necessary to do it. If you want, you can mention it like this also. You can find the percentage uncertainty in this and then compare it with that, and also compare it with the percentage difference greater than 10%. Okay, so again, we'll go through this briefly. First step is you find the 2K values and write it over here and over here to 5 significant figures without rounding off. Then you round off to the correct number of significant figures in this final answer for the K values. The next step is you find the percentage difference in K values. When you're finding percentage difference in K values, you have to use at least one more significant figure than what you use in the final answer here and here. So here we use 2, here also we use 2, therefore we will use at least 3. Now in this case I'm using 3. So we have to round it off here correctly to 3 significant figures, which is 2.29 and 1.50. The formula for percentage difference is the largest K value minus the smallest K value divided by the smallest K value times 100%. And that's what we use, and we get 53%. Now, when the percentage difference is greater than 10%, you can write this criterion. My criterion is that if the percentage difference in K, which is this one, is greater than 10%, the results do not support the suggested relationship. You have to state the criterion like this because in your mark schemes, they look for that. And then compare it with that. So the next sentence, which I have written in brown here, is where we compare with our criterion. So since the percentage difference in K is equal to 53%, which is greater than 10%, which you initially stated, the results do not support the suggested relationship. Okay, so we have right here, I missed some words here. The results do not support the suggested relationship.